Egypt are African champions. Egypt are 2 times African champions. Ethiopia are African champions. Ghana are African champions. Ghana are 2 times African champion. DR Congo are African champion. Sudan are African champion. PR Congo are African champion. Zaire 2 times African champions. Morocco are African champions. Ghana are 3 times African champions. Nigeria are African champions. Ghana are 4 times African champions. Cameroon are African champions. Egypt are 3 times African champions. Cameroon 2 times African champions. Algeria are African champions. Ivory Coast are African champions. Nigeria are 2 times African champions. South Africa are African champions. Egypt are 4 times African champions. Cameroon are 3 times African champions. Cameroon are 4 times African champions. Tunisia are African champions. Egypt are 5 times African champions. Egypt are 6 times African champions. Egypt are 7 times African champions. Zambia are African champions. Nigeria are 3 times African champions. Ivory Coast are 2 times African champions. Cameroon are 5 times African champions. Algeria are 2 times African champions. Senegal are African champions. Ivory Coast are 3 times and the current African champions.